Hey you guys, I wanted to share with you today my secret squirrely box for October, and the theme is called Pink It Up, and it was supposed to be in honor of breast cancer awareness, but it didn't necessarily have to be about breast cancer. And also our challenge is to create a quote journal and to also create a survival kit. So I asked my secret, in the process of coming up with these ideas, we ask our secret squirrels questions and stuff, and everybody answers them to give you some ideas of what to pack in the box. And my secret squirrel said she wanted a scrappy survival kit. So, and she likes warm pinks. So I decided to use the Pink Paisley Sweetness collection for the background of my box, and I made a beautiful satin dress form, put a lot of bling. My squirrel loves bling. And I used some of my very valuable, no longer can you buy them, pink Prima roses on this. And I also used a lot of the skeleton leaves, and I have a little Prima bird here from the new resin collection. Thank you, Jade. She sent me one of those. And then this is one of the Michaels frames, and I went over it with some pink, and then added I took all the glass out of it, and I added wedding dress applique to the back. And then Anne Marie had sent me one of these cameos, and I painted it all over with this bronze color, and then I took a baby wipe and wiped it off the image of the girl, so she has a really neat bisque kind of look to her. I'm gonna bring it up so you guys can see a little better. Maybe you can see the detail of that little section a little better if I bring it up a little closer. But it's really cool looking. I love the effect that has, and I love how she just looks like a bust. I love it. Love it, love it. Anyway, so on the side of the box, what I did was, Anne Marie had also sent me some of this beautiful lace, so I used it on the side. And then I also used some velvet pink ribbon to cover up the center of that. And then some of Carla's flat back pearls that are in the crystal clear. And on the side of the box, it's painted like a bunch of different colors. And then I took some of my white picket fence crackle paint from Tim Holtz, and I watered it down a little bit and then painted it on here, and I got these really cool looking, it's a very subtle crackle. I don't even know if the video is gonna show it really well. And I sprayed over it with some Lindy Stamp Gang product. I don't even know what colors, because there's like 2 or 3 different colors on here. I dry brushed over the top of it with white, and then Nancy told me it was a little too light pink, so she told me to use the worn lipstick, and it pinked it back up a little bit. So I love the effect of this. I love how it all came together. I think I'm not a pink person, even though it was my idea to come up with the pink theme. I'm not a pink person, so I really had to stretch outside my comfort zone for this, and I'm glad I did, because it's colors I'm not usually working with, but I really love how it turned out. So on the inside of the box, my survival kit is a girl can never have too many Prima flowers. So I've included a bunch of my Prima favorites inside the box, and then I've also made this little small quote journal that she can carry around in her purse, and it's made from the scraps off of the paper collection that I used on the top of the box, and of course one of my Shrinky Dink dress forms. Then I also have, and this one's just blank. I'm just gonna, this is just a bonus. And then I used, this paper had like a lot of newsprint type distressing on the sides of it, so I used some of the tissue tape to kind of coordinate that, and it's quotes, which I think is really cool. It's like definitions. This is a journey and memory and dream. So anyway, that's in the box, and I'm not going to go through everything in the box, but I do want to show you the bottom of the box is lined, in this crushed velvet, and it feels so rich. It just added something to the box. And I love this warm pink color that's on the inside, even though I'm not really a pink person. Anyway, so there's that. I'll put that back. And then the top of the box has, this is again one of the papers from the paper collection. I love the hint of blue in with all of that pink. And then I used the Tim Holtz birdcage. I cut it out in white card or chipboard, and then I added some crackle to it too. You can barely see it, and then went over it with the worn lipstick. And you know, there's another bird, some more bling, some more. This is the like pieces of this lace that I trimmed off the box. So I just added like a little fringe of it here, some seam binding. Anyway, I think this box is very feminine and I love it. And if it were coming to my house, I think I would probably have to put like jewelry or something in it. I don't know. It's just super beautiful to me. So there's my box, and for some reason it's not wanting to close. I think, oh, I see what happened. I'll fiddle with that in a minute. I've got too much stuff up at the top part of it when I'm... So this is my quote journal, and I made her like a little smash book. And I used some of the girls papery paper, and I also used some from Making Memories in here as well. And I used some bling on the cover, some Webster's pages, the bloomers from them, some lace that I had, and I'm going to put her name inside this little label, but I don't want to do it yet. I want to wait because I wanted to do the video. And then my squirrel really likes bling, so I added this little blingy charm that she can take off of here and put on something else if it's too bulky, but I like how it added a little something fun to the spine. And then the inside, there's not a whole lot going on the inside. It's mostly blank pages. It was supposed to be a quote journal, and I added a few quotes and inspirational things in here, but for the most part it's empty. But I had these translucent pockets that I've had for ages, and they're just this obnoxious color, so I just covered them up with some of you know, scraps of paper and some of the bloomers and a little bit of lace and stuff that I had in my stash. And then my squirrel loves Prima, but she doesn't have access to a lot of Prima, so I used some Prima journal cards in here. This paper, all of these are the scraps. These are the bottom pieces where I cut the book apart, and the book is cut 5.5 by 8.5. So these were the end pieces that were left over. All the scraps from where I cut the paper down have been used inside this book. So it's a nice, I'm trying to keep it in frame. It's a really nice size book, but it's nice to be able to use it. Then for this one, I wanted to read this quote to you because I got it from the 21-day challenge, and to me, a book like this would be a good thing to help motivate somebody. So it says, "This is it. I will seize the day. I want to do my best. I will make it happen. 21 days to choose, and I must focus. Fight for it, not against it. Take a chance on what I really want. Get rid of the clutter. Feel more, see more, love more, think more. Follow my heart. I know I can. I am strong." And I just really, really, really love that. I have it written on a wall here in my room, and I use it, I reference it quite a bit because to me, it just helps me focus on what's important. But I left this open, so, you know, something could fit in here. She could use it as a pocket. Then, of course, this just has notebook paper on it, and this is little transparency from, I think this is Teresa Collins. Another little Prima journal. I put some tissue tape on here. Just a blank page. This was a little tag that I just put there. Journal card. I left all these journal spots where she could pull these out and actually make a mini album out of them if she wanted to, or use them on scrapbook pages. Then the little pocket made out of scrap vellum. More of this. Making sure I'm in frame here. Then this one is just a little pocket that I put on here, cut from one of the die cuts that I used. And it says, "Capture this moment in your heart." So she can just you know, journal on this, or she could pull this out, put a photo in here, anything she wanted. Then this is one of those 12 by 12 die cut pages that I cut down to fit in here, and this was just the little flap that I cut off. I used it in here. All of the scraps, there's not a single stitch of scrap left over from this book. This is a pocket where I put some tags in here, and I just stamped some things on here like simply enjoy it all. So there's like 3 of those in there. Then this is just graph paper. Again, the scrap from the paper where I trimmed it down. I just used it as a border. And this page is, I'm going to teach you guys next video. I'm going to show you guys how to make this page. But I have this, and then these are all removable so she can use them on something else. So these are great little quotes from the 21-day challenge, which are self-motivating, which I love. And this one says, enjoy the process. So, and then this was from the bottom of the paper line. I love it. It says, sweetness, love blooms. Love it. Anyway, so just some stamped images just kind of captured in there for her. This is leftover from her box. You know, again, just using the scrap, simply enjoy it all. Another little pocket. This side has another little pocket. This is the Making Memories line. I don't know. I think it's called Paper Revere or something like that. Revere. I can't remember off the top of my head. And this is from that collection. This is Old Cane Company, but I love the color palette. And more of the Prima Pocket journal pages. This is the strips from the bottom, and I just cut it off and made a page with graph paper. And I love how this kind of pulls in all the other patterns along with, you know, some of the current pattern, the different paper collections. Again, this is just another pocket, has some stamps, some little quotes stamped on the tags. This one is, those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. Great quote. Another just scrap, other part of the transparency. There's nothing really like super fantastic about this. It's just a, you know, a book to capture up the little quotes and stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next tutorial. Is going to be on how I made these little pockets, because I think I'm going to make a December daily book, and I was going to, you know, include this in one of the tutorials for the December daily book. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and please leave me comments, and I hope my secret squirrel loves her little book as much as I enjoyed making it for her. And guys, these are great ways for you to use up some scraps. It's also a great Christmas idea for someone, a friend. You'd be surprised at how many people truly love these once they get them and they start messing with them. And teenagers, oh my goodness, if you're looking for a gift for a teenager, like my daughter, to give to her friends, I'm so making a whole bunch of her friends one of these for Christmas. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to share more with you. Thanks.